Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to our show. Today, doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this gorgeous 6th of August 2025. Today, we're talking about swear words, and everything like that. So, it's gonna be a very PG-13. Look at this. Tell me this is not beautiful. I'm knocking on wood because this phone is still filming the nature corn, and we're at 29 minutes of making content already. But there's more than that. We're at 29 minutes of not having a overheated phone. So knock on wood, this is a good day. Today we're talking about swear words. So I swear a lot in life. I swear a lot. Now I have to say why I swear a lot. First of all, I grew up with it. Second of all, I don't mean it. I'm not meaning this in a bad way. I'm not like, hey, this effing sucks, you know. I don't mean it in a bad way. So when I tend to say is, it's more like a jokingly way. It's more like I'm talking when I talk to the camera, I'm talking to you guys. It's like I'm talking to friends. So it's not very PC. It's not very politically correct, right? And I'm doing this because somebody asked me to do it yesterday, and it brought me the question. And I have to say, I've matured a lot during the last 5 years making content. Not 5 years, but I just love the number five so much. It's 4 years and a half. Okay, less than that. May. Now we're August. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, and May. Yeah, so we're far from this. We're very far. What? Does that make sense? May, Juin, Juillet. Yeah, makes sense. So, over the last years, the first person that said you swear a lot was my mom. And my mom was like, "Mom, you think I'm 4 years old? I'm still your baby in your arms. It's one you don't want me to swear. I understand, but you have to let me grow, right?" And then some people are asking me to stop swearing. I used to get offended by it. I used to get offended and say, don't tell me how to talk. I'm gonna talk how I want. You want to swear? I'm gonna swear, right? That was the mentality behind it. If I want to swear, I'm gonna swear. And it's still the mentality that I have. However, with a bit more maturity, which is acquired through experiences, failure, etc., I'm figuring out something, and this something is kind of important. And it came up to me, and watching other people content create, if I didn't do before. People that I watch are not swearing. Why aren't they swearing? There's monetary reason as to why. Because it's not ad friendly and you lose monetization. But then I saw people that were monetized, they were too low followers and didn't swear. And I was asking myself. And then my excuse for swearing, like I just said, and I'm not planning this is not a grand scheme to get you guys, to trap you guys into mentality. This is me speaking to you one-on-one. One of my excuses is I grew up with it, right? It's because I grew up with it and I'm a functioning member of society. Functioning is debatable, but member of society, at least, can we agree on that? Cool. Twitch to TikTok and YouTube. So I'm not looking at corn. Although next on the list is corn. I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna watch corn. That's swearing? No, of course not. This is a very politically correct, aren't we? And it was nice because I grew up with Trailer Park Boys, Kenny vs. Penny. The 90s were different, right? But what I noticed is a lot of people that watch my videos are young. So you see that on YouTube Studio, this demographic. The demographic is my demographic is 24 years old to 35 years old, which is the people that watch me the most. I am 32 years old, so that makes sense. Now there is some sort of a discourse that's going on. When I was watching those shows with swearings, when I grew up swearing, I am watching Our Stern right now. A lot of Our Stern. Lately, listen. This is not a planned thing. This is what we were watching this morning. 11 hours of Eric the actor. The miserable bad of a tiny actor, which was amazing. It was amazing. And I'm not finished with it, so I'm going to be finishing with this today. And I'm listening to this and I'm like, this is best part of TV. This is amazing. And then, but I'm choosing to listen to. Whether like our turn because of how dark it is, how non-politically correct it is. And this is the contentious. This is, I chose to watch those shows. I chose to watch those shows. People that were telling me don't swear, I'm like, tell me how to be. Am I only known for swearing? Do I only identify as a person that swears? If I don't swear, can I not be myself? I don't think so. And then the main focus of this video isn't me. The focus of this video is you guys. Now, you guys are gonna like what I'm saying. You're gonna like me, regardless of if I'm swearing, I'm not swearing. Like me for me, right? But I'm imposing you guys some swearing. So when I was watching those shows growing up where I swore, I chose to watch them. I chose to watch them versus I was forced to watch them. Now, for example, you're watching your favorite content creator, your favorite YouTuber, your favorite show, and all of a sudden he starts swearing, right? Then you're like, oh, okay, well, if he's swearing, I'm swearing too, and then you get in trouble because why are you swearing? You know, it's a habit, of course. The person that told me not to swear, and at first it was before yesterday. As a joke, I said, okay, let's do one night of not swearing. That way, they're happy, I'm happy, they're happy, we are happy together. Sounds good, sounds great. And then I couldn't do that. I was swearing, it was a habit. And again, we're imposing this. The content doesn't change if I'm swearing or not, right? Still the guy yapping and yapping and yapping. But then imposing you guys, it's like this house, right? Where you grew up. I was born in the 90s, so let's talk about the 90s. It's like this house where you grew up, right? And you didn't smoke, you were a kid. But your parents smoke, right? And then your furniture smells like cigarettes. There's a bunch of cigarettes on every single table because there's an ashtray. There's everywhere that you look, you're reminded that this is a smoker house. You don't smoke, right? And then your mentality could be like, well, I don't smoke, so this doesn't bother me. But even if you don't smoke, you're surrounded by it, right? You didn't choose that way. It's just that way. You know how hard it is, so you're not gonna say, hey, it doesn't bother me, but this is not me. So even if though people are not saying, hey, you swearing bothers me, still a case of, I didn't ask you to swear. I'm not funny because I swear. Am I gonna do a crusade against swearing? No. But I want to prove to myself that I don't need to swear. And at the same time, I've been doing videos for so long, and I've always kind of swore. You know? Part of life is evolving. My parents didn't swear. My mom, she swore, but she swore in that. My mom, she swore. But she swore in Arabic. So I didn't even understand. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna make the effort. Now, of course, I make this video. I might be swearing today, later on. But I want to test it. It's a funny thing. My very first instance of I swear a lot, I was watching Rich Piana. And Rich was swearing a lot. He was swearing. And I'm at work, and I'm cleaning dishes at work. And I got a person next to me who's listening to it also. She's like, what are you listening to? She started listening. I think she was bored. And I'm like, this guy swears a lot. Why are you listening to him? And my answer, why the fuck I wouldn't listen to him? Because he swear. And my answer, I swore. You know? I'm not saying that I'm sorry because of him, but I'm saying that it affected her, and instead of being understanding of her emotion, understanding of her need, understanding of discomfort with me swearing, I swore. You know? It's about living in society together, living with other people. And I don't think we think about it enough. It's hard, but I'll make an effort, and not gonna promise you anything. I can promise you I'll make an effort.